connected like I'm Rosecrans. Rosecrans.
Word on Rosecrans.
The word is... It is Joey Badass versus everybody.
What?
Yes,
No
versus
me gusta, no me gusta.
everybody
What's going
right
on?
now. Okay, so Joey Badass, if you guys don't know, is a rapper and actor from Brooklyn, New York.
Yep.
And he has everybody pissed off in 2025.
That
Okay,
part. Everybody
So-
on the West Coast for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So, he's acted in Powers Raising Kanan.
Yep.
He was in the Hulu Wu-Tang series. But now he's finally back rapping, something people have asked of him for years.
Okay.
And
And like he is a rapper's rapper.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
fool, you would see him at Rock the Bells. Like
For
oh
sure.
yeah, that type of rapper.
No, yeah.
Appreciated everything that he's done, all his projects.
Pro Era.
Yeah, Pro Era.
Yeah, put that
Pro
team
Era,
together,
yep.
you know.
Yeah, he was really, really like one of the hottest rappers in New York at one point. Kind of took some time off, and other people kind of maybe took his spot, or the kind of sound just changed a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think he noticed that people are really hungry for bars again. You know what I'm saying? With what Kendrick did in 2024 and just everybody paying attention to lyrics again, he's like, okay, maybe now it's time to pop back out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is what I feel. But he's
And that's a big butt.
yeah,
That's
but
a BBL butt.
yes.
Oh, that's what you got
good
surgery
Norman.
in
Yeah.
the winter
Yeah.
to pop out in the summer
Exactly.
with a big
Buchona
BBL
butt.
butt.
Yes.
Buchona butt.
So about 3 weeks ago, he dropped a song titled "The Ruler's Back." And a bar aimed at the West Coast had everybody online in an uproar.
Yeah.
Right?
The first bars.
Yes. All right, listen to this.
Too much West Coast licking. I'm hearing throwing rocks really ain't sticking. Cause if we talking bar for bar, really it's slim pickings. I rap like I draw pentagrams and kill chickens around, which is so like eat the quick 4 feature. This that black Air Force energy coming out your speaker.
Low-key?
This is
Listen.
the
Yeah.
type of rap that Maximo raps in the shower. Like,
Facts.
like, we love us some backpack rap,
Yeah.
some like Barda, whatever.
for
I want to
Sure.
shout out the conductor too, because
Yes.
both of
Conductor.
the records
I'm
that
telling
he
you, this is
produced.
the hottest producer right
Yeah.
now.
No,
he
yeah.
produced both these records. Obviously, this is the first one that you're talking about,
Yep.
and he killed
He
it
killed
with
the
the
beat.
samples, the
Killed the
beat,
beat, bruh.
and it
Yeah.
adds a lot of element
Yeah.
to the song.
Yeah, let's go driving roller, like play it with the aux when you had to like,
Yeah.
plug in the aux. Like that's the type of
Facts.
rap that
It's
you
fire.
listen to.
No,
But that this is like what?
Yeah, no,
Can
for
you
sure.
say it because there was a lot of censoring?
there's a lot of West Coast stick
See.
licking, right?
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
and basically, like he's just like kind of upset that everybody's on the like West Coast right now.
As
Yeah.
someone
We
from
are.
New York that literally has the like it's New York. What
Yeah.
they've done in hip hop is incredible, but it always goes back to New York and New
Yeah.
York and New
Yeah.
York. Let the West Coast have their
Shine.
time.
Yeah.
Let
Live
us
a
be.
little.
We had a great year. The Dodgers won. We got
Yeah.
Kendrick. Come on.
And that's what he don't.
But
yeah.
that's low-key. That beat is fire. That's
The
all.
beat
No,
is
of
fire.
course
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fire.
It's like
Of
fire.
course it's fire.
Objectively, we could say it's hot, but still
Yeah.
be like, what?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Why?
So, this made obviously a lot of people mad. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were, it was like a big topic on like Twitter,
Yeah. Is
Instagram.
he aiming it at Kendrick because
Yeah.
of what happened last year? And clearly, you can't say the West Coast and without mentioning what Dot did all of 2024.
Right.
Exactly. So someone, not directly in Dot's camp, but, in TDE, Ray Vaughn, took to wax, took to rapping, and old school right there.
Facts.
And he actually decided to respond to Joey Badass. Listen to this.
Was with the sneak diss and taking shots at us, then hide the Uzi. Cause the only badass the world was recognizing is boozy. Please don't get confused with shooting the movies we're really shooting. Was on Soul album, so if you ask me, you look like a goofy.
Hey.
Shout out, Ray.
Yeah,
Valid response. Valid
Let's go,
response.
Ray Vaughn.
Yeah.
And Ray Vaughn wasn't the only one to respond.
No.
Like
No,
a
no.
lot of West Coast rappers came at this, bro.
Yes.
Because you kind of feel in defense of like, bro, let us have our moment. The West Coast has
We're up.
every region has its moment. You
Yeah.
know?
For sure.
And a lot of times the West Coast sits down. When the South has their moment, when the East Coast has their moment, when Canada has its moment. Legit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
they always try to say like the West gets stuck in the West,
Yeah.
right? Like, so
In our
now
own
that
world,
it's
yeah.
gone global,
yeah. and
they're
it's
like upset. It's
undeniable.
like-
Because our region loves our music. Like,
Yeah.
We do.
I don't care if it's popping on the mainstream. I'm gonna bump some West Coast
Right.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
100%.
like we like ours, like what Krub said.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But now that the whole world's on it, and it just feels like, why are you not letting us have
Yeah.
this
Let me
moment?
shine, bro.
Another person that responded is Guapo from the group Coyotes, the brother duo. We've
Hey.
had him up here
Coyotes.
before.
Yeah.
Great freestylers. We see him rapping online all the time.
Yeah.
Guapo decided to take a little bit more disrespectful route with his
Wow.
bars. All right, listen to this.
Scared.
I heard the rulers back, I'm like, word, but when I looked, it wasn't Slick Rick. It was a subpar rapper sucking West Coast chick named Joey. I guess that she's a badass. This the West Coast. We ain't ducking nothing around here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
are
It's
so
Funny
off.
because the
Small
like,
snippet.
can't really say show the
Yeah.
whole bar.
It's a small snippet of the tone.
aggression.
You can hear it in the
hear
tone.
it.
You
Yeah.
can hear it in the tone. Shout out Wapo.
Yeah.
He went crazy with that.
He's not playing.
No, not at all. So,
Go ahead.
yeah, I was just saying, Joey didn't directly respond to any of his critics by
Mm-hmm.
name, but he did hop on another song
Mm-hmm.
and dropped it, and it's called "Sorry Not Sorry."
Nope.
And in the process, for some reason, he decided to diss J. Cole.
Oh my God.
Out of
Yeah, I
everybody
know.
that said anything, J. Cole didn't say a word,
yeah.
and he decided to do that. Listen here.
With attitudes, man, I'm bigging up my city. That's something I had to do. Do or die, home of the gully where we let land fly. 2025 on my bully, I know that men lie. Women lie, but Joey don't. Might delete later, I know damn sure that Joey won't. And I want all the smoke. Put my credit on the line, cause niggas can't with me. We talking about it line for line.
So,
Ay, ay. And I don't want to get it mistaken with people responding to Joey is hating on New York. It's not.
It's not.
no,
No.
not at all.
He literally made a diss about the West Coast. Like,
History
Yeah.
more.
if your song was pro New York, I don't think we'd be mad. Like
No.
if you were like big up my city, big up my side, shout out New York,
Yeah.
all this stuff, by all means, go ahead.
And
but
he put
you,
on a drop, too.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then you add in those disses of like too much West Coast stuff going
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
and I'm saying it very nicely.
Yes.
But wouldn't that be him like just repping a city like that?
It's
like
not.
that-
That part is
No.
not.
No,
No.
that's
And
that's
also
not
when you in
uncalled
the
for.
music when you put an emphasis on it, like he dropped out the beat. You're a DJ, you know, like where it's like you're gonna emphasize this
on
part.
purpose,
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's
Yeah.
like, wow, oh wow.
Give it its moment.
And
Exactly.
and mind you, I guess you can't do that and then be like, I don't know why everyone's coming at me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't
my
do that.
city. Like, nah, you knew why you did that.
Exactly.
You can go ahead, say New York all the time. That's good for you.
Yeah.
But adding in that West Coast sub is still a West Coast diss.
Yeah, because at no point was it even like a West Coast East Coast thing. It was
Yeah.
like Kendrick versus Drake,
Drake.
I guess Cole, you
Yeah.
know, and but because of the hype
Cole's
it
the
got
South.
and the record was amazing. It's like it's not a West Coast thing. He chose to make it that.
And then so him saying like Might Delete Later, which is the name of J. Cole's project, which his diss to Kendrick was on, that was now
Right.
removed. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying sorry.
It's like I don't know why J. Cole always catches these straight.
Yeah.
No.
Or it's like all these people are fighting me, and it's like, oh yeah, all right, well, punch J. Cole,
Yeah.
and like
For
Yeah.
no reason.
They gotta
had
leave
nothing
J.
to
Cole
do with
alone
any of
this year.
this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like it's like, oh, I might delete later.
Yeah.
You know, because and Joey won't. It's like, oh man, like what did J. Cole have to
Yeah.
do with
I
that?
want
I
everyone to
know.
leave J. Cole alone this year.
He's like, why you say
Thank you.
me
Thank
for?
but stream his stuff because he's really good actually.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
What Ray Vaughn made a great point at is like you're saying all this pro New York stuff as you should. Again,
Shout
not
out
mad
New
at that. But then you jab at West Coast when you were on Absol's album
Yep.
from the West Coast.
Yep.
So it's like
You look goofy.
you look really goofy by doing that. And then I guess when you pivot in your response track to everything, saying that we are coming at you for being pro New York. No one's coming at you for being pro New York, dog. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
literally be who you are. If anything, we've given you praise for being that, being so New York. You know, people have said that he's gonna be that next one out of New York, and he's doing everything right.
Yeah.
We literally just said he's a rapper's rapper. Like he hits bars, and then he does incredible acting work when he and in these things with like the Wu-Tang. That's
Yeah.
like big. That's
That was
the
was
most New
amazing.
York
Yeah.
rap you can get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So no one's anti you at any point in time until
Yeah.
you say something like that about the West Coast. And then it's like, don't say that if there's all of these things where you clearly know we're cool, bro.
Exactly.
So I would hope that if he's trying to get at Kendrick or get at Cole, I hope he doesn't get a response.
I
And
hope
I
so
like
too.
Joey.
Yeah.
I like
I
Joey
hope
too.
he doesn't
He's
get a
good.
response because it's like you shouldn't. Because then you flip it and the way you flipped it is weird. Like you're flipping it like we're coming at you.
Yeah.
What?
And we're back to the East Coast, West Coast type thing.
Yeah, and it's not
That's what we
that.
want.
Like
There's
there's
not that.
I just feel like it's like envy. It's like, oh, like Letty said earlier, it's like the West Coast just is getting shine again after years of like we didn't.
Yeah.
And it's like 3 months go by. It's like, all right, no, that's enough.
Yeah.
It's like, but New York can have it for years and years.
Yeah.
It's like,
I get
come
what you're
on,
saying
bro.
now. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No me gusta, no me gusta.
Yeah,
I hope
yeah.
no one responds. Shout out to the Yodis and
Ray
Ray
Vaughn.
Vaughn and every other rapper that responded to from the
responding.
West Coast.
Yeah.
And you did your like that was tight. Like you
Yep.
stood up.
Stood on
I
business.
hope that like Kendrick and y'all fools don't give him the time of day, because then he's gonna feel like, it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like,
what he wants.
I feel like Cole might give him some bars back.
You know what?
I feel like he won't.
I feel like he will, in a slick way,
I
not
don't
directly.
think Cole. I think before Cole, pre-apology Cole.
Yeah, would.
I think post-apology Cole is like,
No,
I
he
can't
don't
even
want- he don't want
engage in
nothing.
beefs
Yeah.
anymore.
You don't
Yeah.
think so?
No,
No, I don't think so.
No, because then they got on him, bro. You tucked your tail.
Yeah, it's like he
Oh.
does. Yeah, his
'Cause of the
defense
deleted
is
stuff.
is
Just
over.
know, yeah.
Just stay
Just
away
be
from
great.
that.
Just do
Yeah.
great stuff.
Because
Yeah,
I like when he. Would,
yeah, but that
Nah,
he
he
did.
can't.
Yeah, that's
I
his
know.
stuff.
Can't anymore.
They have like
I
the
know.
best diss lined up
I
for
just
him,
wanna
and it's
forget-
always
Oh,
gonna
it's
hit.
so good. It's so
Yeah.
good.
I just want to forget 2024 Cole, to be honest. I just want to I want to like delete that part
No,
out of
because he
his
was
career.
rapping really good.
Yeah,
I know.
he might
That's why I
delete
feel
it.
But
so
like,
bad. I
I'll
think the
give
one
away-
that got the worst out of that, because let's put it like Drake. Drake has always been consistently good.
Yeah.
Consistently good. However, last year he had dropped stuff that wasn't hitting.
It
And
wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't hitting regardless of the Kendrick situation. It just
Yeah.
wasn't hitting, right? The stuff with Cole was hitting.
Yeah.
Any feature Cole jumped on, hitting. The backpack rap stuff, hitting. The features, all of that. And so Cole kind of was like setting himself up like, oh, and now the follow-up's gonna drop and
Yep.
all of that. And he lost the most, like if we're actually thinking about like his, I guess, trajectory. Whereas Drake was like kind of just being consistent,
Yeah.
but he wasn't like on a rise.
trajectory,
Cole was on a rise,
Yeah.
even for like catching his second wind
Yeah.
when it came to rap. And it's like now it's like está calladito.
Yeah, he joined the wrong team.
Calladito más
So he's
bonito.
beachside and cruising in the bikes.
Oh.
Oh.
But I like Cole. 2025. I love
Oh,
Cole.
yeah,
you're
yeah.
back
He's
to
back.
it.
He's back.
Cole.
Now
Do
he's
you
back.
He's
wanna?
back.
Do you wanna
Yeah.
be happy? I do.
I guess I just have to represent the West Coast with my bars. I'll just
What?
make some,
Dog foot.
yeah, I'll make
Oh
some.
my
The
God.
Yodi's got it,
Sanctioned.
bro. The
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yodi's
don't
got
worry
I,
about
I
it.
think I got this.
He
Yeah.
was sanctioned by
Let me
Locuja,
get the
though.
book out. Let me put my backpack on really quick. Hold on, I'll get some bars down.
You don't even have a backpack. You have a
Your
what's it called?
backpack is
Yo,
furry.
briefcase.
It's
Joey's
even-
about to drop an album.
It's even
That's
better.
what's happening. He's about to drop an album. He
Yeah.
said, "What's the
Joey-
best thing
yeah.
I could do? I've been acting this
For
whole
promo?
time.
Yeah.
Now let me figure out how I could promote this."
And you know
Now
what?
he's acting
That's
like a
it.
villain.
Him routing it to "they're coming at me because I love NY" is probably him trying to activate New York
Yes.
rappers to
Yeah.
have his back, but literally no
No
one has
one-
had his back. They're kind of
Damn.
like, bro, you're on your own. Like, why you do that?
Also, no rappers like
fucking
New
the
York
bear.
rap like that anymore.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
they all rap like, like
oh,
Fabio
the drill,
Foreign.
the drill.
You know what I'm
drill.
saying? So like, those guys aren't gonna have his back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he needs a.
I think he was
Yeah.
expect if I make it East Coast West Coast, like, hey, they're coming at me because I'm
Yeah.
pro New
Yeah.
York. No, they saw that too. They see that.
Yeah, you're just
He's like,
poking.
right, guys? And then just like,
And
no.
also-